as we turn, there are a couple of things I want to point out, and then I'm going to come back and talk about them. So off to the right, you'll see an island. It's got two hills. You'll see a rock retaining wall at the base of it. It's the closest one to us now. See that island? I'm going to come back to it in a minute. But we'll continue turning. There are 34 islands in Boston Harbor. They make up the Boston Harbor Island National Park. And we run all the ferry service to a few of the islands. As we continue, you'll see off to the right now those big white tanks. I'm not going to lie to you, those are not dinosaur eggs. They could be if you were kids, but you're not. So I'm going to come back and talk about those in a minute as well, because those two things, the tanks and the island, feature prominently in one of the greatest turnaround stories in the city of Boston, in my mind. The subject I'm quite passionate about. It is the cleanup of Boston Harbor. And I spend not only half the year on the water, but actually in the water as well. My first swim this year was in March. I looked at the thermometer, which was stupid. It said painful, and that was just below organ shifting. So it was a fundraiser, so you do what you gotta do, leave your brain at home. But this harbor used to be one of the dirtiest harbors in the country. Today, it is without question one of the cleanest harbors in the country, and it is having an amazing effect on the city of Boston as well, which I'll get into in a minute. But let's quickly go through how it was so dirty. We'll start with the island that's directly off our stern now, right behind us. That island used to be completely flat. Two round circles of land with a little sandbar in the middle. From above, it looked like a pair of eyeglasses. Hence the name, Spectacle Island. Sticking to the obvious, right? Today, it is the highest island in the harbor, the most transformed island. It is 172 feet high and 36 acres bigger. How did that happen, you ask? Well, thank you. So, 120 years ago, Boston and the city of Quincy down to the South Shore would use this island as a garbage dump. Nothing going on out here, big flat island, let's just dump our trash out here, which they did.